Hey, yo, tubers, what's going on? Bam is back finally. I know it was a little bit of a delay, but I was dying from my pneumonia mixed with probably the flu, mixed with a chest cold. I mean, I actually still have a little bit of it, but it's pretty much gone. So, a lot of family stuff, a lot of work stuff, just a lot of. But I'm back. I am finally back into Enshrouded after quite a hiatus. As I was getting over my illness, I tried to play a couple of other games. Posted one last week on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. It's a lot of fun. I even had fun editing it, and y'all didn't watch it. So, I guess some of them just aren't as popular as others, and still being a small channel, I get it. And y'all just want Enshrouded for right now. So I decided to jump back into Enshrouded finally, and just do like a build video while chatting. It's not going to be edited much. It's not going to be long.
Are you sure about that?
Drawn out. It's just kind of like, well, welcome back to Enshrouded. I got to learn it again. Build up on my base a little bit that I have kind of slacked on while making other content, while playing other games. So, also on some of my earlier videos, I had people asking questions like how I did certain things. So I'll have a few tips and tricks, but mostly what I wanted this video to do is kind of explain where I'm going with my channel. I've been making some moves on it. I got some big plans coming up, so I'll discuss that here throughout the video. And yeah, I'm growing pretty quick, but it's slowed a little bit since I just haven't had a whole lot of content to release while I've been sick and busy and all that other crap. But yeah, we'll try this. So I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff in my inventory. Came back after killing the dragon and testing out some builds, and made sure I got all my building stuff again. The new things, the decay tool and the overgrowth tool. And, we might do a little bit of that here. But I got a bunch of the building blocks, and I'm just gonna kind of build and chit chat with you. First things first, there were several people in some of my previous videos that were asking about these little planter boxes. That nothing crazy, obviously, but I like the way they turned out. It has a really neat kind of rustic vibe to it. So I need to match that on the other side. As you can see, just kind of abruptly stops, and same with the other side. I work on a section and then squirrel, work on another section. But let's go ahead and put these together on the other side, and I will kind of show you what's up. I got all my flowers, I got all the building blocks, but what I forgot to grab before starting recording is I need some dirt. I gotta get me some dirt. Nope, not the plate of chicken. I need dirt. And I don't know if I actually have any dirt. I have flower soil, which, believe it or not, is not what I use. I'm probably gonna have to make me some dirt. Let's hope I actually can. So, farm soil, fertilized farm soil. Now, for my planters and stuff like that, you don't need the fertilized. Don't bother wasting it. You can if you really want. They'll grow a little bit faster. But if it's decoration, who cares? So, yeah. I actually need a lot of dirt. I got the bone meal, but I don't need many of them, so let's just go ahead and hell with it. Just use up all the dirt. Alright. So 80 should be plenty. See if I need to craft anything else. The climbing rose will be cool. Ivy I've got a whole ton of, because I got to play with that last time I was actually in here in Enshrouded. So that should do. So we got some dirt right there. We need the farm soil to plant our flowers. Okay, let's go on up there, and I'll kind of show y'all that were asking about it, how it's done. Some of you might already know. Again, this is nothing unheard of. There's been other content creators that I took some cues and tips and tricks from. So we're just going to match all of this stuff on the other side. Anyway, was there one here? There was one there. All right. So the first thing first is to fill in these little gaps. You see these gaps with the pillars? That's where these flower boxes need to go. And it'll stop right here. It's not going to extend onto that. So, see if I remember how to frickin' do this. Yeah. So we're just going to need, let's just go the small. Yeah, right there. And then, since I got one of everything in my backpack, but then it just auto pulls from my inventory now, which is such a good quality of life change. So let's just go ahead and fill these bad boys in, and I'm going to kind of tell you all what's coming up with my channel. So, for those that are interested, and I hope everybody is, because again, I've got some crazy plans coming up. I've been trying to set up some things outside of YouTube. I have my own website now that I got the domain, and I'm setting it up. Just a community spot where I'm going to put a bunch of stuff, you know, vids. I've got my logo and my mascot I trademarked, got all that out of the way. I've got some new art for that coming, so you know, have a full website where I can post stuff and kind of build a community. And along those same lines, I also have been slowly, gotta speed up a little bit, been working on a Discord server. I'm going to be setting up memberships for my channel. Some of you like that, some of you don't. I get the complaint, I really do. I understand if you don't agree with paying for memberships. That's big now. Right here. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, if you don't like it, I get it. I get the gripe. I get the disagreement with it. But I again got some big plans for it and some neat ideas. So the membership stuff is definitely coming. I think I'm going to set up with 3 tiers. I just have a basic one that gives access to the Discord server and some little icons, you know, the typical level 1, I guess you want to call it. You know, I got to learn more about it as I'm doing the research on it, but you know, just a level 1 for like $1.99 a month. You know, nothing absolutely insane, because again, it'll have access to a couple of the channels on my Discord server, and then some little icons, emotes, you know, whatever you want to call that. Okay, so, alright, first round, and, you know, get back to explaining what I'm doing here. You know, as you see over here on this side, you know, just kind of building a long planter box. Now on the back, it only goes up 2, but on the front, it's going to go up 3. But I don't want to put those in quite yet, and here's why. So just it's 1 block at a time of that tarred shingle roof to get what we got going on here. I don't know why that 1 sticks up. It's kind of annoying. I guess it does on both sides. Anyway, so that's what we grabbed our farm soil for, is we want to make sure we fill in a couple of layers of farm soil. So, you just want to go to the single terrain block now and fill in this center section with your farm soil. Unfortunately, they don't make, you know, long stretches of the terrain, unfortunately. You know, like down here with that 5th one there, the long one. Yeah, that'd be nice if you could do that, but you either have huge blocks of terrain or you got the single. And unfortunately, you had to do it by single. And you want to make sure you have 2 layers of this. 1 layer ain't going to be enough. So there we go. So now that you have the inside of your little planter box with the farm soil, now we want to make sure that we've got our flowers. Now, you can use snapping. However, I find that that can sometimes get a little wonky in these tight enclosed spaces. And, I mean, this is natural. You know, these are plants. They don't need to be perfect. They shouldn't be perfectly symmetrical, or else it's not going to look as natural. But you find that right spot. I can lift it up if I want to, but there's no reason to. We want to put that right there. So, we got the one there. Now you want to find this thing. And we want to, all these new buttons. I want to rotate this thing around. And then just to the side of it. You don't have a whole lot of space. But as soon as you see that thing turn blue. Boop, and same on the other side. And you don't have to rotate it every time you do it. I do that just, again, just a little bit more variability on it. You know, make it look a little bit more natural. And then finally, we got these indigos. These indigos are just, I don't remember the seedlings being that freaking big. But as you can see, because of their size, or at least their hitbox, you only have this tiny little area right over here on the edge. But we can just, can I saw you blue, I saw you blue, I saw you blue, don't tell me. Don't lie to me. Oh, way back here. And again, that's fine. All right. Doesn't need to be perfect, but there we go. So you got your stuff planted in there, and now you're going back to your tarred shingle roof block, and here's where we're going to put the front on. So we just want a 3rd layer of building up.
Huh?
If you can, if it lets me. Ah, see? Okay. This thing gonna make me a liar, because now it is not letting me. Interesting. Okay, so that might have changed then, because, alright, maybe we do have to put this 3rd one on. That might have changed with the new building mechanics. Highly possible, since you can just rotate everything. Alright, so we're gonna do that, I guess. That's, a little strange. And then, see that? Oh, they might have done finagled some stuffs. Okay. How interesting. So that gets the little back section that we want. We definitely want that. Then this thing, do we need one more up from this? Is that it? No? Huh. Okay, yeah, they done made something different. What's up? What's up? Oh, okay, so that's my bad. Y'all see what I screwed up here? It actually is from here and then goes in front of the pillars. Okay. Not a problem. So we just go grabbing all this stuff. Go ahead, just pick up everything. There we go. Okay, in the middle. And then, I'm still thinking of some perks to do for the mid tier, and then the high tier is where it's at. I mean, obviously, full access to all of the channels on the Discord, and then once a month I'm going to be trying to do a special member-only video. And you might be like, why bother if you're still releasing the free videos and stuff like that? And I'll tell you why. Because what I have got planned, anyway, and again, we're still working through the details, so don't be asking me too much about it. I don't know yet. I'm still getting everything in order, is I want to do something like a monthly contest. You know, the more members I got, the better it can be, the cooler the prizes and stuff like that. But with that, you know, membership video at, like, say the first of every single month, I'm going to be doing a little contest for that video. You got to pay attention to what's happening in that video itself, and I'm not gonna give away what that is. But the members are going to be able to view that video and partake in the contest. It's going to be, you know, it's a free sweepstakes. You don't have to buy anything. You do need to have the membership, but that's not what the membership is for. So you're not paying to enter the contest. That's just something extra that I'd like to start doing to kind of give back. I love the community, you know, for the most part. Y'all are really cool and very encouraging and very helpful. Oh, don't want to do that. So I would like to do something like that to kind of give back to the community. That'd be really neat. And it's all tied in. You know, I'll be coming up with the official rules and everything, posting it out there, not only in, you know, on the video itself, but the website that I got going on. And if you're wondering, I guess I should probably tell you, it's in my bio here on YouTube, and pretty sure it's easy to find. It's just bigkidbam.com. Right now, it's just a placeholder I got there, you know, coming soon kind of thing. It ain't there yet, but it is on the way, so don't you worry. Okay, so we rebuilt the planter, and now it's in the front of these pillars, which is exactly what we need. Did I actually... I don't know, it like puts a gap there now. That's, okay. I don't remember if it did that over there. Anyway, yeah. So, we're going to try this again. Alright, and now, let's see. Alright, that's about center. And then to the side of it, we've got our chamomile. Once we find the right spot, let's put one there. And then squeeze it in. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Okay, right here. Yeah. Okay, rotate you a little. Nope. That's a little too much. There we go. And now let's see if we can get these suckers in here. Hey, alright, there's the one. And then there it is. Okay. So there y'all go. Now that we've got that built up, we can just kind of let them grow. And then back here, to get that that neat little wooden archway, I think, yep, we just put one single block back here in the corner. And then you see it makes that really cool, like, rounded wooden design. And then over here, we actually build up this. Just like that. That's all it is. So we put one of them. Actually, didn't even need two over here. Yeah, it's alright. Still kind of the same. So I just build one single block in the front, just kind of like I did here in the back. And that gives us those cool little wooden details. Turns out pretty neat, huh? So there you go. For anybody asking about that, on how to build these, it's just that easy. You know, you go to your single block, you go to a roof block, and the roof blocks, at least right now, seem to have the coolest interaction with each other, I guess is a way to phrase it. You know, that depending on where you place those single blocks, you'll get some really neat kind of designs like that. And the tarred shingle roof block is still the best one. I mean, you unlock that immediately at the beginning of the game. It's really, really cheap to craft. Or you can, you know, obviously in my resource video, I gave you some tips and tricks on how to just gather tons of materials from existing structures. And then we do it again. again on this side. So, alright, yeah, back to the roadmap for the channel. So that's really one of the big things that I have planned. I'm gonna probably test it out for non-members. You know, just have a giveaway on my channel here soon, with the same kind of video, the contest itself, where you got to watch the video, and then those that respond with the correct response, you know, kind of like an Easter egg hunt, you'll be entered into the random drawing for the big prize every month. So that is the goal. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. If you don't like that kind of stuff, if you don't want to be entered in to get prizes and stuff like that, that's cool, really. I appreciate the support, even just on these videos. I don't need the members, but again, it's just one of those little extra things that I think can really add to... Why did that go away? I don't know why that went away. That can really add to the membership. Why are you going away like that? Oop. Oh, great. So that one gives me that. That's hilarious. All right, we'll figure that out. The other big thing that I feel I have to mention is when I haven't been gaming recently, I have been figuring out everything on how to go live. And I am planning on going live. I was thinking about waiting to go live until the new Dune game comes out, because that's one that I've really been looking forward to. I have never in my entire life played a survival MMO like online with other people. You know, as you can see, I play these games solo. You know, that's just, I'm kind of a loser. Nobody wants to play with me, but that's okay because I love it anyway. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a big fan of Dune. I've read all the books. The most recent movies were just freaking awesome. And I can't wait for the next one coming out. Then I was debating waiting until that game drops, which is May 20th on PC, before going live, but I don't want to wait. Yeah, sorry. I hope you all don't mind. I'm a little impatient with it. And I have been talking about starting a brand new playthrough here in Enshrouded on like the hardest difficulty or something. You know, just starting over from scratch instead of my 300-hour save game for this, where I have everything. You know, I've 100%, and I've beaten the dragon boss and every boss about 1 million frickin' times. So I want to start over when I'm not in here building on my insane castle project here. So that is going to be happening actually next weekend to be specific. I don't really know how to put out reminders on that. I'm going to schedule it, sometime during the week, just to make sure that I'm tracking, you're tracking. I don't know if y'all can check that kind of stuff or what, but next Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time is when I am planning on going live for the first time. I know I'm not going to get many viewers. I don't care. There's probably going to be a lot of figuring out any bugs that crop up. I've been spending days customizing my overlays that I got for my Streamlabs. All that good stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. A few hours there on Sunday afternoon for anybody that can hop over and watch that's interested. Literally starting just a brand new playthrough that may be rage-inducing and pretty damn funny. So, come along. I would hope y'all can jump in there, and no membership or any of that stuff yet to worry about. It's just, I'm just going live. I'm going to see how it goes, test things out, see how many of you guys jump in there and hang out with me. Again, I want to make that a regular thing. Every couple of weekends or every weekend, as I get more people, just kind of set that time in stone to to do that. What else? What else? Let's just keep on building these. Get these all done. Trying to think of it. Oh, yeah, kind of along with my website and growing channel. Again, if anything, this should kind of prove to you that I'm not screwing around with this. Like I do have a really good career. You know, I make decent money and everything, but I hate it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been doing IT now for like 25 years. I'm still good at it. You know, I try hard at my job, and every now and then there's fun problems to solve. But I'm just tired, y'all. I just don't want to do it anymore. And many, many years ago, actually before I started my IT career, I was a game tester. I actually spent a few years being on a quality assurance team testing video games. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, wow, that's awesome. That must be so much fun. Calm down. It ain't all that you think it is. It's it's still a job. It's still difficult. It is still tedious as hell. There's a game that I'm not going to mention that I played for a year and a half of my life, almost every single day. I hate that game. I hate it because you're not playing games for fun when you're beta testing. You are testing things out, and you find a bug, and then you have to retest and make sure it's repeatable. You got to try to track it down where it happens, and with as intricate as games are, and all the different combinations and stuff like that. Like take for example, one of the video games I worked on for that company way back in the day was Magic the Gathering. Yeah. And we're talking old school here, so all you young bucks that are like, oh, Magic, yeah, I know about Magic the Gathering, the arena game, and all that. No, this is nothing like that. This was nothing like that. It was the first attempt at a Magic game, and it was bad. It was it was so bad. Mainly because we had only a couple of us on the quality assurance team testing it, but also the technology just wasn't there. It was, think of every single card combination in Magic. Now apply that to a video game. 28 years ago. And then think about all of those combinations that the testers have to go through and try to find if they work. You know, oh, does this card work with this card? What about if this card is included? Let me try this new combination with the, you know, the same cards but played in a different manner. So that kind of stuff, it is still very, very tedious. However, it was still fun, you know, for me being just a gamer. Like I'm a lifelong gamer, y'all. I will be playing games until my brain simply can't anymore. That's just how it is. So, if you guys are wondering if my channel's going to continue, if I'm going to keep making content, yeah, like I'm in. I'm absolutely in. As you can tell, you know, I'm making a website, I'm making memberships, I'm making a Discord server, I'm running contests. Like these are all things I have planned. I've got merch that I'd love to sell, especially with my trademark logo and everything. Like that, I have so many plans, and you know, yeah, it is absolutely possible they could fall through. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but that's kind of why I'm just going all out. Like I would love to do this full time for y'all. I would, you know, have instead of one video every week or two, have, you know, going live a bunch every month, you know, four times, 6 times, 8 times, whatever. Having multiple videos in a week, having the big tier 3 member video and stuff like that. Like that, I would love to do that full time, because that would just give me the opportunity. I don't have to worry about my 9 to 5. I can just focus on getting content and editing it. I've gotten way better at my editing. You know, I just decided to buy the editing software and friggin' go for it, you know, a few months ago. I've had this channel, technically, for several years, but it was like I'd make a video every 6 months. When Borderlands 3 dropped, I was making some real shoddy, like, weapon comparisons for the guns and stuff like that. And again, it was a neat start. Kind of gave me an idea, like, oh, okay, this content could work, you know, that kind of stuff. But there was like no editing. It was a horrible recording program, and my mic was just the built-in one on my laptop. You know, it was bad. Don't bother going to look for them because I deleted those all off my channel. I kind of wanted just a clean slate, so I wiped all of those out and decided to start fresh, which I think it's like 8 months ago or so. I think is the first video that I really tried to put a little bit of effort into, the abiotic factor, which surprisingly did really well. I saw blue. Here we go. Okay. And then, you know, from there, I got some editing software, DaVinci Resolve, and it is very intricate. You know, I just paid for the full product and started looking up YouTube videos on how to do it. There's so much stuff out there, and this is kind of some advice I have for anybody who's looking to do the same with a YouTube video. I think a lot of people that want to be a content creator fail to realize something. You think it's easy, that it's not really a job, that all you're doing is playing games and people are going to watch you and that's it. Like, if you're really charismatic or get a viral video going or something and just blow up, sure, you know, you kind of get lucky. I hate to say that because, you know, you still had good content or, you know, a viral video that you made or something that you posted just kind of got people really, really interested in you. You know, there's a lot of charismatic folks on YouTube and Twitch and streaming platforms. So that is possible, but 99% of the people that try to be a content creator think that that's all they got to do. I mean, record a video, don't put any real effort into it, just kind of play your game and crack some jokes if you're even talking. I see a lot of content creators that are it's just a video of gameplay. No offense, you know, if you like that, cool, but that's it. Like, why would I watch somebody else play a video game when I can play a video game myself? You have to add something to it. You have to add your own flair. So, yeah, you know, content creators, they talk over it, they make jokes and have a lot of fun. But you can't just sit back and expect to blow up just right out the gate. Just getting to 1,000 subscribers so you can monetize and start pulling in some income from the ads takes a lot of effort. The old adage is you have to spend money to make money. That's true here, just like any other business. If you're looking to do content creation full time, you have to treat it like a business, y'all. Like I said, you can't just make a video and post it and watch the, you know, views and likes and subscribers roll in. You know, again, if you go viral, if you might. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's highly, highly, highly unlikely. So, things like your editing program, the DaVinci Resolve. Save up money, work a part-time job, do what you got to do, because you need to get that kind of stuff. You need to pay money for the products. You need to have subscriptions. If you want to make your editing easier, find some websites like Storage Crate or Artlist.io. That's where I get my music from and sound effects and stuff like that. You're going to need to pay for some subscriptions to have that media to use. And then you have to put in the time and effort and energy into learning your software. You know, not I mean, hell, your recording software alone has a million settings that I'll probably never even look at. But you still have to learn how to use it. You have to know how to record. You have to know how to change your resolution. You have to put in some effort into this if this is what you want to do. You know, I just went out and bought my domain, you know, my .com. I just did that a couple of days ago. It costs money. Now, luckily, nobody is going to use bigkidbam.com except for me, so it was really, really cheap to buy that domain for the next decade. You know, a couple $100, which is awesome. You know, I was happy that nobody else owned that and was trying to sell it for some stupid price. So you got to do that. You got to buy something like I just purchased a small set of overlays with me planning on going live, and I bought them from StreamSpell, who make these really cool pre-made overlays. And then I had to learn how to get it into my Streamlabs and configure it properly and set everything up, and it may still not work, hence me planning on going live next Sunday. So you have to do these things, y'all. I'm trying to just make sure you're aware if this is something you want to do. I've seen channels that have, you know, 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers already, and then I watch their video, and again, it's personal preference, so I don't please don't take it as me like shitting on them. I'm not. I absolutely am not. If that works for them, that's awesome. It doesn't work for most people. Why is there no... Okay, so I gotta figure out how I did this. Like, no. I mean, not enough free states. Stupid plant. Okay, some of these are working and some of these aren't. So, we're gonna have to find out why. What do you mean? Talking about? Right there. A little tricky. Okay. Alright, and then one here, and then one here. So, whoops. Let's get on back up. Yeah. If I can do this full time, this is not easier than a regular 9-to-5 job. A lot of y'all think it is. It's not. Oh, you're just playing games. You're just chatting with people. If only that were the case. Trying, you know, if you want to do it effectively, you got to do the marketing. You got to, you know, sell yourself and advertise. You got to get out there and try to find, you know, fun, new, interesting ways to get followers and members and subscribers and all that other stuff. So that's what I'm in the process of. I got to 1,000 real fast. I gained like 1,000 subscribers in a month. Just not what I was expecting. And if you are one of those, like, thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I know I say that in all my videos, but I don't think y'all quite understand just how legit that is. Every single subscriber helps my algorithm. All the views, you know, that's going towards, you know, depending on how long videos are watched, that's the ad revenue coming in. The likes, that's another thing that it doesn't increase how much you make from YouTube, but it does increase the algorithm. You know, that the more likes, the more subscribers you have, it puts that video out there on the page for other people to see. Why is this thing being tricky? I'm trying to remember how, because it keeps wanting to combine them, but as you can see over here, like, okay, so it looks like that's what I did. It's not perfectly in the center. I actually had to come over one more. Yeah, see how this box is actually a little narrower with those arches than this one? That's how I did it. So this one was empty and this one was empty. And these came over one more. Okay. So, Yeah. So, okay then. So I figured out, you just gotta remove this. If I can. Why won't you let me remove it? Let me remove it. Wow, okay, so I cannot, it's not gonna let me remove that because of the stupid plant. Really? You serious? Okay. Alright, it wants to be a punk bag. Alright, well that one worked. You gonna no, no. And you're gonna do the same. Okay. Well, I mean, not enough free space. I don't want to repot that one. I want to repot that one. And then, booyah! Alright, well, there you go. Little trick on, you know, if I build this too far over to here, it connects these two and it kind of screws up that little archway on these. And I think I see why. I just lied to y'all. That's not the indigo. Oh. Alright, I don't want to hear it, y'all. That's the frickin' wolf's thing. It's not the indigo. The indigo's in here. I'm stupid! Ah! Alright, that's also why it was getting in the way. Alright, y'all. Silence. Silence. I'm sure there's some people out there judging me. So, I just... Alright. So... there y'all are. I know that was kind of a long-winded explanation on how to do it while chatting about my channel stuff. I didn't want to make this video too long. I will most likely make the next video, which I'm going to be recording later on today. I got some family stuff to attend to. But as you can see, you know, I've got a lot of the buildings and a lot of my villagers. And kitty cat, let's give you some food. You know, I've got a lot of the huts built up, but one thing that is still over at my old base is my aminals, except for the cat. So down here, you know, I got my farm over there, but then I want to kind of have like a little walkway coming down and around to this little section here. And it's got a nice size area here. You know, I'll take out the rock. Wow. Leave that rock. But right in here, I want to build up my big old barn. You know, I got to get my animals and bring them over here so I don't have to keep on going over to my base. And then they can be right here next to the actual farmers. So that is the goal. That is the next plan. So many things to do, and I'm still going to be working on this. Even starting the new playthrough when I go live next weekend, I'm only going to be playing that probably whenever I'm going live with y'all. Like that, you're not going to miss anything. So when I'm not playing that live, I'm going to be popping over here to this one, making some videos on, you know, more building, etc., etc. Got my kitchen staff quarters here. Still might get more. So lots of stuff. I think that's going to do it for today, though. I don't want to drag this video out. I kind of explained where my channel is headed in the future. And again, if you don't care, if that doesn't sound fun to you, no biggie, no loss. I still really appreciate you being here, supporting the videos that I have made and posted. A lot of the encouraging words and everything, mixed in with a few crappy ones that some people just want to hate. I don't get it. I don't understand. That's going to be another thing with the Discord server for my members, is that I want to build a community. A fun community that is apart from all the bullshit of the world, just an escape that's positive and uplifting and helpful. Like that's really what I would like to do. You know, no fights, no hate, and bigotry and bullshit. It's just like that Discord server is going to be, for lack of a better term, I hate the negative connotations that come from the term safe space, but that's what it's going to be. That's what I want it to be. Like the reason I love games so much is because it's an escape. No matter how good life is going for you, sometimes you still just want to break. You know, the humdrum, the grind, etc. You know, you get up, you get ready. If you shower in the morning, you eat breakfast, you go to work, you come back home, you sit on the couch. You know, whatever it is that you do, even if it's fun, even if you enjoy doing it, if that's all you ever do, you're probably going to get kind of bored and just kind of apathetic. So gaming is that escape. It's being somebody you're not in other worlds and being able to build stuff like this. This is why I never got into Minecraft or anything like that. You know, I've done a lot of survival crafters, and I always really enjoyed building, but until Enshrouded, it was still fairly basic. You know, I had some really cool shit in Ark that I made that I didn't show y'all. With the modding community and stuff like that, with different building skins, and you know, I had some fun with that. Grounded, I love Grounded. I built some really cool stuff in Grounded. Good old Honey, I Shrunk the Kids nostalgia there, but that again, nothing like this. Like I haven't fallen into a game as much as Enshrouded in a long time. You know, I got thousands of hours with Ark, but that's just, most of it is just the grind, just to getting the resources and mutating your dinos and stuff like that, so they're, you know, even higher level, and you're just going through murking everything you encounter. You know, that I like it for all its flaws, and there are a lot. But that's also what impressed me with Enshrouded, is that there aren't a lot of flaws. Like, this is still technically early release, y'all. It's going to get better, which is fantastic. So, once again, it's kind of disheartening that when I play a different game, like the Splintered Fate TMNT 1 that I posted last week, and it doesn't get a lot of love, because people just aren't that interested in it. I get it. You know, hopefully someday I got enough followers and enough people interested in just watching me screw up and rage and, you know, like, have a good time. But for right now, there will be more Enshrouded coming. The live stream, starting a new playthrough. The videos where I'm building on this, and maybe some more build guides. I keep begging Keen, the developers of Enshrouded here, to show the daggers some love. Like, I've done a mage build, I've done a warrior build, a two-handed melee that's just is the best in the game. Like, it just utterly dominates. I've done a single-handed melee. I tried a wand wizard, and not nearly as good as my staff wizard. You know, the mage build guide that I just recently made. That thing just murders almost everything. But the daggers, like, I really, really want a fun dagger build, just fast, furious, assassin, poison, all that kind of cool stuff, but it's just kind of especially if I'm going to be playing on the harder difficulty level on my new playthrough. Man, that dagger build ain't going to hold up. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, that's what I got planned. Dune Awakening, if y'all haven't seen anything on it, I highly recommend looking into it, because it just looks really cool. I watch other YouTubers with, like, Rust, but I never wanted to play it. Just the toxicity. I play Ark, but not online with other players, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Trying out the Dune MMO, we shall see. But, yeah, okay, y'all. I'm going to stop rambling, finally. You know, I said that like 15 frickin' minutes ago. But that's going to be it for me today. If you have questions, if you saw something in here that you want to ask about, like, how did I do that? Again, more build videos are coming up. If you got questions about what I'm planning for my channel, feel free to ask them. I may not know the answers yet, because I'm figuring that kind of stuff out. I'm figuring out all the legal stuff for the contest. I'm figuring out, the custom design on my website. I'm figuring out potential merch in the future. I'm figuring out the Discord server. I had one for like voice chat with my friends when we played games, but building a community server in Discord, I gotta do a whole ton of shit there. So yeah, it's just a lot of different places that I'm trying to focus on all at once. Sometimes I can do that because I can multitask like a boss, but I'm also ADHD as shit. So I'll hyperfixate on one thing and then go to another thing. And then hyperfixate on that for a little while and then get tired of it and go to something new. As you can tell, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I can just kind of squirrel off sometimes. Kind of like this video. There's an hour-long video on how to build planter boxes and just chatting with y'all. But there will be more. There will be other videos with a hell of a lot more substance to it, and I really hope you guys join me. If you watch this far, please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you're interested in what's coming up on my channel, subscribe. Obviously, that's what's gonna build the community for me and give me more reason to just make it awesome. Make some just cool places for you guys to hang out and have fun with me. I try to respond to as many comments as I can here on this channel. The live, obviously, I'm gonna have my chat up, and even if there's a few second delay, I'm gonna try my best to really engage with the community, because that's one of the things that I want to do with this. All my friends, they got kids and other priorities, and they aren't gamers anymore. They might pop in and play a silly little game for a half an hour and then pop out. I'm a gamer. I'm a lifelong gamer that will always do this if I'm able. So I hope you stick it out. I hope you come along for the ride. It's already been kind of crazy, but this is just the start of the roller coaster. There's going to be some loop-de-loops and twists and, vertical free falls coming up. It's going to be a good time. It really is. And I hope it will be for you, and I hope to see you in the next one, which won't be too long. I'm going to start building that farm, that barn for my animals later on today after my family obligations, and I'll start editing that. Might take a little bit. Like I said, I kind of got to edit as I have time, and I'm getting faster and better at it and kind of weeding out a lot of the excess. It's just too much. I'll always love memes and silliness, but sometimes I try to do some crazy stuff, and then I have to watch 4 hours of YouTube videos on how to do it in my editing software, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, I guess I will see you guys on the next one, hopefully. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bam is out of here.